Hey, what's up? This is me, Robert, and welcome to another installment of Eat, Sleep, Play, Talk, Wrestling, Repeat. And the gameplay I'm going to show you right now is WWE 2K15. It is for PS4. And I'm playing as CM Punk, who going up against John Cena, and it is for the WWE Championship. And the topic I'm going to bring up is this news or a rumor about bringing back TV-14. Uh, what my thoughts about it? I hope this news is true. I hope they do bring back TV-14 because they really do need it because right now the main roster, or should I say the main TV, is not looking great for Raw and SmackDown. The only thing is keeping the things going right now is the NXT because that's the only one that doesn't need TV-14. But it may add a little bit to it, but right now the NXT is looking just great. But why we need TV-14? Because we need something that brings us back as a wrestling fan. I mean, back in the Attitude Era, it was awesome. The match was great. The promo was great. Man, we see more divas. We see the more infiniteness of the match. We see more hardcore matches. I mean, that brought us as a WWE fan. Of course, they got influence from the ECW and, of course, been picked up by WCW, but ECW is original. But WWE look forward and say, okay, let's pick this borrow the ideas from ECW. But after the Attitude Era was over, they moved forward to Ruthless Aggression. The Ruthless Aggression was fine. I mean, the Hell in a Cell match was the devil playground. Every time you mention about Hell in a Cell, you can't wait to see it. It doesn't matter who be in the match. You could have Dolph Ziggler versus Cesaro in the Hell in a Cell match. You know they're gonna steal the spotlight. Or even Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins in Hell in a Cell match. Not the one we saw last October, but like the Ruthless Aggression era Hell in a Cell, the Attitude era Hell in a Cell. Something we saw with Triple H and Batista. All the story had been put together for that match build up. Even the TLC match, we don't see that much blood, but they put up a great moment between two teams or three teams or even four teams at that time. But about TV-14, is about that time? Yes. Because right now, Raw is getting terrible and the pay-per-view is kind of like lukewarm sometime. Raw is getting bad with a name after another indie promotion called Raw Alternative. Not TNA Alternative, not Ring of Honor Alternative, not New Japan Pro Wrestling Alternative, but Raw Alternative, meaning if you don't like Raw, there's always something else to watch. I never heard that before in my wrestling fan life. Meaning, if Raw getting boring, you can switch over to watch indie promotion. If WWE would have the TV-14 at the time, there would be no Raw alternative. Everybody be stuck to Raw or SmackDown and glued to that TV screen and watch it. And if we have another FTW podcast, we will have more wins than less fails. Because you can't go wrong with the TV-14. Of course, we might talk about, which certain superstars sort of get pushed. That's about it. But a match quality wise, I mean, I could bring up Cactus Jack versus Randy Orton Backlash in 2004 for the Intercontinental Championship. That match was epic between Randy Orton and Cactus Jack. I mean, throwing thumbtacks, ball wires, you name it, they bring it in, and that would make the match so great because that was a street fight. You bring a street fight as a wrestling fan, true story. Me and my brother, my other homeboy, Brian, who I consider as my brother, we went down to the December show on the house show. It was Danny Bryan, CM Punk against the Wyatt family in a street fight tag team match. I said, okay, cool. All these guys, they start brawling, and I was like, okay, this match is great. And this where they start messing up. They went back to a tag team format. They wait for a tag in. There was a little less weapons. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, how can you screw up a street fight? Like, street fight supposed to be crazy. Street fight supposed to be, you know, anything goes type. Like, when you mention street fight, you think of WrestleMania 13 with LOD, Automatic Johnson versus Nation of Domination. Street fight in Chicago. That's a street fight. Another street fight. You look at Ring of Honor when Jay Briscoe versus Adam Cole. Well, I guess that's called Fight Without Honor, but same thing. But those are definition of hardcore moments. But now that we live in a PG era, we don't see that. But now you see WWE moving edge towards like an 80s edgy storyline. They trying because they're reaching out, knowing that their product is not that great. Even Jim Ross on his in his interview for the Rolling Stone magazine, someone asked him, "Is there any chance they bring back the Attitude Era?" Jim Ross say yes. Even Jim Ross wanted the Attitude Era to come back because today's product, the PG product, is not doing well. I mean, if you look at the matches between the WWE Raw or SmackDown and pay-per-view to right now product and look back the past product from the Ruthless Aggression era, I'm not talking about the Attitude Era, I'm talking about Ruthless Aggression era, those matches and the storyline, the build, and the promo is different. I mean, I could bring up when Edge and Lita have a sex celebration on Raw. That was an awesome moment. That could happen anywhere. That could happen in Attitude Era, but they did it on Raw, live on Raw. It was great. Do that shit right now on WWE Raw in the PG era. Parents will flip out. The kids, they don't know what they're seeing, but that was WWE is lacking of, and we need that. We need TV-14 to bring back. I know others saying that the TV PG is looking great. Not TV PG, but the PG is looking great, and which that's a lie. I mean, every time I see Hell in a Cell, they butcher it. Like Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, they try to do it, but it's not the same. But what's keep holding the PG, what's keep the product held back is by Vince McMahon, because he know the PG is bringing in more parents, more sponsors, and more money. Yeah, you get paid for it, you get money for it, but you sacrificing the fans, you sacrifice the quality of the matches. I mean, how can you butcher up the TLC match? Like, remember back in the day when you hear about TLC match, you get hyped up. You could have put in, if you put in the Usos, Tyson Kidd, and Cesaro, and any team from NXT, you know that match will be off the chain. But you can't do it because the PG and Vince McMahon would not allow it. And I say this on live chat, I don't know if I caught this, but I say this is the new generation reboot. This is Vince McMahon's dream from the jump. How I know? A long time ago, when you look at new generation, we see Don't the Clown. We see what else we see? Drowser, the dumpster guy. I know I butcher his name up, but all these colorful characters at the time, when you look at WCW, ECW, they were more realistic. They're more, well grounded. But we look at it today, we seen a bunny wrestle. I mean, enough said right there. A bunny wrestle, and we see Adam Rose and all the other guys. In my own opinion, I would love to see TV-14 to bring back, so I can say finally I got something to go watch besides Gotham. At least we could say WWE, TNA, and Ring of Honor put up a great match. Finally. But till then, I don't know if they're going to do it this year or later down the road or next year. But as a wrestling fan, they need to bring it back pronto. Well, that's my topic. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a feedback. Leave a like button. Give me your thoughts about the TV-14 rumor being brought back. Do you love it? Do you dislike it? What do you expect from the TV-14? What's your favorite moment? I mean, give me your thoughts about it. Well, until then, I see you guys at another installment of Eat, Sleep, Play, Talk, Wrestling, Repeat. Until next time, bye.